I just made a negative video. It's not really a negative video, but it's an upsetting video to me. So I thought I would balance it out in my mind with a positive video. Because that kind of messed me up yesterday. I realized this insight into people deflecting their own negative actions onto someone else as if they're a negative person. So so things I've gotten recently about like just trying to like add things to my life to improve my life and expand my interests and my activities. So I bought a telescope. I still haven't put it together because I'm a little intimidated. But it shouldn't be too difficult. It's just assembling, really. I've got a bunch of different books on exploring my area in different ways, like fishing, boating, rock collection, and mineral collection, which is kind of interesting because, like, some of the directions to these sites aren't like drive down this road and park at this gravel quarry. They're like, this is an area where these types of rocks are quite often found. Let me try doing this actually. So it's more, I think that they want you to know more about what you're doing, as opposed to like go here, look down, pick up a white rock, that's an agate kind of thing. I've done like lots of outdoor gardening, and it's been hit or miss depending on like how much money and time I put in on it. Like, my soil is really awful, and I've tried growing in the soil a couple times, and it only works when I put like a ton of potting soil down and grow in that. And the second any roots make it through, it touches my soil, and then the plant dies. And so I saw one of those indoor garden kits. They're normally pretty expensive. This one was kind of expensive, but not too bad. And so I bought it. I thought it'd be like a nice Christmas present for myself, and also like indoor gardening would be fun. Gives me something to pay attention to and take care of, and then use in cooking, which is another thing that I've been getting into. A friend of mine gave me a cookbook, and the cookbook is specific to my air fryer, and I think that that's fun inspiration cookbooks. Like you go through them and think, God, you know what? I might try that. As opposed to like if you think like I want to try a quiche, and then you look up on the internet, like as you're flipping through a book, like the inspiration might be right there in front of you, which I quite like a lot. And there's actually some other books that I showed you when I bought the percolator, which I love, by the way. Man, that percolator is good. But I got like Ready Player One and Maze Runner, and I got some. So reading more books. Hopefully, reading more books. Still feels like my brain refuses to lock into a book or even a movie. Like I tend to my brain just like tends to kick out of it. I've been having less and less. I've been having like these moments of like sudden grief and intrusive thoughts and stuff like that, and that's happening less and less. Sometimes it's interesting when it doesn't happen at all. I wonder like, wow, what's the secret? Like you go through a whole day and your brain's just kind of calm. But I haven't found the secret. Also, my friend gave me some really beautiful yarn. And I thought I'd do something complex with it, but I think I'm just going to do a very basic scarf. Probably something like maybe like 4 or 5 inches wide, and then just as long until the scarf runs out. Make it a super long one. That would be fun. I really like the fabric. It's alpaca. Oh, I'll tell you another thing. I'm gonna go to the coast this weekend, I've been wanting to go to the coast for a long time, and I don't know if I'll do it or not, but I'll tell you what I'd like to do is go crabbing. And maybe that, maybe like I'm purchasing dreams that make me feel like I'll do things, but I kind of think that works. It might not work with everything I buy or every idea I try to follow, but it might work with some, and like, you never know, like one, like learning, like getting a bunch of books from the library soon leads you to, like, turning one of your sheds in your backyard into a library. Whoop. You son of a bitch. There's a lot of, oh, never mind. I just seen a lot of dealer plates on cars. Like, it's really, really a common thing now. Sometimes I glance at a plate to find out, like, was that person from Oregon? Because that was a dick move. Buying a crab pot and going crabbing. I haven't done it in a long time. And it's not like, it's the thing, it's like, as far as like an outdoor activity goes, that one's pretty chill. Like, you literally can throw your crab pot in, and if it's freezing cold, you can go sit in the car and run the heater, and then 30 minutes later go check your crab pot, or take a walk along the beach and generate some heat that way, or depending on what time low tide is or whatever, you could or tide's coming in or out or whatever, you can head over to the local pub, grab yourself a pint. By the time your pint's over, go back and check your crab pot. Fresh crab, that's a blast, absolute blast. Part of me does worry about that kind of thing, that like, if I purchase like a toy, like, a crab pot or something like that, or I get a fishing pole, like, what if I don't go fishing? What if I, is it a waste? But the other idea is, like, if I grab that fishing pole and I bought that fishing book, and I go out to these streams and I find new accesses to rivers, and hang out by the river all day long and fish and catch something, or maybe not, it actually might take off. I've just had that happen in the past, where like I'll start trying a new hobby, and it really, suddenly, like, it goes further and further and further. I keep pursuing it down different layers, but then sometimes they also, like, those hobbies kind of like peter out, or they try it for a few times. Like canoeing was kind of like that with me. Like, I really like canoeing, but it's a difficult hobby. Like, it requires like a huge amount of effort to get to and from where you're going. A little bit of stress at all times, like putting the canoe on top of your car and driving on the highway, just like, hoping it doesn't fly off, or then getting on the water, a lot of dangerous things could happen. I've been swamped by a powerboat once. They did not check on me. They probably didn't even see that. They might not even seen I was there. But there I was in the middle of the water, floating, trying to drag my boat to the shore. I was wearing the proper flotation, but my boat didn't have proper flotation. I'd never been swamped before, so that's the other thing. It's like, then I have to go buy the flotation stuff. But like, my relationship with water has gotten complicated since I had that near drowning accident several years ago. It's still a little bit of an irrational fear. I mean, it's a real fear, but like, add irrational on top of that, you've got a problem. I sent away for a cleaver, like a kitchen cleaver, and I got a ton of them already. So this was like that was definitely retail therapy. Like, I saw this knife made by Gerber a while ago. It was a new design of theirs, and I'm like, I really like the design, and they were having a sale, so I'm like, all right, I'll grab it. One more silly knife. But that's the thing too, though. I do like the knives I have, and and when I'm using them, like, it adds another layer of enjoyment to like chopping an onion, you know, as opposed to like some sort of store-bought, not serrated edge knife that doesn't mean anything, plastic handle. And oh boy, my face is raw. I don't know if it's raw from wearing a mask all the time or if it's raw from shaving, but like my face has been raw for a while now. Skin's been super dry too. They cleaned up a bunch of the homeless camps along the river, but now a bunch of them pop back up. Maybe, I don't know. Ugh.